Hello everyone and welcome to our Basic Equipment Inspections webinar. Our webinar will focus on enhancing inspection processes, covering critical topics such as pre-delivery and after-job inspections, the use of inspection templates, and ensuring quality control. And additionally, we will discuss integrating mobile apps into inspection and optimizing workflows. And our presenters for today is Alex Igoryshev, software consultant, and Daniel Lazarevsky, director of implementation.
Welcome everybody, and thank you for joining. Let's talk about the inspections components and scenarios in RigER and how it might apply to your day-to-day job. So when we talk about inspections, we're talking about a checklist of parameters that you're using to assess the condition of the equipment that you're either purchasing or sending out on a job or getting it back. The idea here is you send equipment in good condition and basically satisfy the customer criteria that way. And in RigER, you can manage and retain the history of all of the inspections that have been done. And if you're familiar with asset management in general within RigER, you have the history for a serialized item that stays with that unit number for the life of that unit. So this works, inspections will work with serialized unit numbers. We do not do it for unserialized components, simply because the history has to be tracked by that number. When we talk about the components of inspection in RigER, we have customizable templates for you, and this is something that you control. The complexity could be as simple as having one inspection template for your item. So let's say forklift 5K and forklift 10K, they could all use the same template, or you could increase the complexity and create a template for each one of those. We also have different scenarios and triggers that can initiate the inspection card. And the inspection card is the document within RigER that allows you to perform that inspection. So when you managing the inspections in RigER, you're basically tasked with setting up a template and choose which triggers or documents will trigger the inspection card. And thus you're establishing a workflow for your operations team to keep everybody in the loop of who does what. So quick inspection scenarios: if you're receiving equipment from your vendor, you will want to check it as it arrives. If you're shipping equipment between departments and you need to initiate an inspection upon arrival in the second department to make sure that it traveled well, you can do so here. If you're assembling, disassembling units in the shop, and probably the most important one is going to be your pre and post job inspection when you send it out and receive the equipment back from your customer. You can also repair the equipment and run an inspection right afterwards to visually inspect that the inspection's been, the repair has been completed correctly. So if we take a look at the pre-delivery process, everything starts with the RSA. When you're creating a delivery ticket, or in this case, we even have the reservation note turned on, you can select the unit numbers. And in the case of a reservation note, for instance, it'll generate the inspection card, which then that unit will go for inspection. You will complete the inspection card and list the result, at which point it will be reserved for that job. Right. You can also say that upon inspection, we have to issue a repair order and send it that way until the repair is done and the unit's ready. We'll show you a little bit more of this in the next few slides. Let's quickly touch on the documents that can trigger inspections. We give you the flexibility to set up as many or as little in your workflow, in your process. In the assembly lists, you can select new, assembling, replace, or purchase units. When you're working in RigER or in the shop, you will be prompted to do an inspection on at this step. And similar goes for the RSA, the bill of lading when you receive equipment from the vendor, departmental transfers, maintenance cards, and after repairs, and of course, rental tickets. Rental ticket being the biggest because you've got equipment going out, coming back in, being serviced, disposed. So we'll focus on the rental ticket in today's presentation. So let's review the very first step to get the inspection process implemented in your organization.
Hello everyone. Today I will show you how the template for inspections can be created in RigER. These templates provide a systematic approach for inspectors, ensuring that no important details are missed and that the inspection results are documented comprehensively. Let's open the Inspection Templates journal in the Oilfield section in Main menu. With the Create button, a new template will be initiated, and we just need to add the required details. Let's fill the document from top to bottom, and first provide a name for our inspection template in Description field. In the Department field, we will assign the related to the template department. It will populate in all subsequent documents. However, it is not mandatory. The template group refers to the folder where the templates of a certain group are located. In our case, it can be left blank. The important part is the document section. It specifies which document will trigger the inspection card generation. In the drop-down menu, we can observe the list of documents which can be used in the inspection module for inspection purposes. In that way, we tell RigER after what process or movement of equipment the inspection is required. If any of the documents has functional variation, the system will offer to choose for which type of the document the inspection will be applied. Let's choose the rental ticket document and select the return type. The next step will be in assigning our template to the specific rental units. It can be done in the Rental Units tab. Units can be added individually using the Add button or in a group using the Fill Out by Group button to include all units located in a specific folder. Now let's move on to the Parameters tab. The parameters have already been preset to save time, but I hope everything is clear and I will explain in the details. The inspection template, as well as the maintenance cards, are designed in the checklist format. This allows different parameters to be preset in a specific order, guiding the field technician on what to inspect during the inspection process. The order can be changed as desired by dragging the record up and down. The checklist can be customized by specifying various data types for the questions. For example, the Boolean data type allows the creation of questions requiring yes or no responses. The field technicians can also provide textual comments, input numeric values for equipment parameter checks, and record fuel levels if the equipment contains fuel. The normal column keeps the values which are required to pass the inspection. This customization ensures that the checklist is precisely tailored to capture all relevant information during the inspection process. Additionally, separators can be used to organize questions into different sections. This grouping organizes a list more conveniently and allows field technicians to navigate through the checklist more efficiently, making it easier to review and check all parameters during the inspection procedure. Also, the template can optionally be designated as quality control. This involves a secondary review to ensure that the initial inspection was thorough and accurate, and usually performed by a different technician. This additional layer of quality control helps enhance the reliability and effectiveness of the inspection process, ensuring that all equipment meets safety and performance standards before it is returned to rental fleet. Let's save and close the template we just created. In the journal, you can observe already existing other inspections which are assigned to different documents and types. It is important to note that any unit can have as many inspections as needed, and they can be triggered by different documents. The inspection module can be integrated with documents from the maintenance and repair module and customized in any possible way to fulfill your company needs. Now, let's return and review how our template will be utilized moving forward.
Alrighty. Thank you very much. Let's pause here and take some questions.
Yeah, actually, we already have some questions. First question from Hannah, is inspections module included to standard RigER configuration?
So the inspections module is not included in the standard configuration. This is part of our advanced offering, and it comes with the repair, inspection, and maintenance module. It's a three-part module that we enable and train our users how to operate.
Okay, thank you. And the next one is, can engineers work on inspection cards on mobile apps?
Yes, and that's the key, because your engineers, field techs quite often are working off of their phone. So we have the capability for them to perform the inspection on their mobile device, which we will show you in a couple of slides here. Then let's move on to the after-job inspection workflow. We've already seen the pre-job inspection, but when you have a delivery ticket return generated and the trigger is selected to create an inspection, the inspection register creates the inspection card, and you can then, upon the inspection results, either have the unit go back to available inventory or send it in for repair and service. As we mentioned, but probably worth mentioning again, that the quality control card is the second inspection. So if you require rigorous inspection, that would be a second inspection card that's generated. And here we'll go through the actual inspection workflow after the job when the ticket's been generated.
As in the previous step, we selected the return ticket as the trigger document for inspections. Let's examine what actually happens when the return ticket is generated. First, open the original delivery ticket and locate the two forklifts. Those forklifts were listed in previously created template. Before we proceed, let's parallelly run the workflow control report to see the status of one of the units and see how our actions reflects on the unit status. Simply copy the unit number and insert it in the report header. The report shows the unit is currently deployed at customer's location. Now, based on the delivery ticket, we generate a return ticket using the Generate button. This action automatically creates the return ticket and opens the new form for editing. When we post the ticket, the changes become effective. At this point, the unit's status will be updated to reflect that they got the status for inspection. If we update the workflow report, it will confirm this status change. Consequently, the units are no longer available for rent until the inspection is complete. Here, the responsibility for the inspection can be transferred to another person if necessary. To proceed with the inspection cards, the status of the return ticket must be updated to inspection. The system will then generate the inspection cards for each unit listed in the return ticket. Additionally, an inspection register document will be created, summarizing all inspection cards associated with the rental ticket. All these documents can be accessed through the Related Documents tab. At this stage, the system can be configured in several ways to align with company processes. For example, when a return ticket is created, the fleet manager can be notified via email or other integrated communication methods. The fleet manager can then assign a technician responsible for the inspection. Upon creation of the inspection card or status changes, the technician can also receive notifications and access the inspection card on their mobile device. These configurations can be customized to mirror the company's business processes. Additionally, the inspection card can be printed using the print button, allowing it to be filled out manually, then scanned and attached to the inspection card. Let's proceed by opening the inspection cards and entering the required information. The inspector field must be filled out with the inspector's name. Next, in the Parameters tab, you will see the previously created template. The inspector should follow the steps and fill in the value column, marking the checkbox in the pass or fail columns for each step of the template. Additionally, The comments column can be used for any supplementary notes or observations related to the inspection process. The inspection card includes extra tabs for crew timesheets, job planning timing, and external or internal comments. Once all inspection steps are completed and the information is entered, select the final result of the inspection from the Inspection Result drop-down menu. By default, the inspection result is independent of the individual step results and can be marked as good even if one or more parameters fail. However, this setting can be customized as needed. After the inspection result is entered, the manager reviews the inspection and changes the document status to Done, which returns the item to the Ready to Rent status. To confirm this, let's update the workflow report to ensure the unit is ready for the next job. Let's proceed with the inspection card for the second unit. Again, assign the inspector and provide the results for inspection steps. We will set the parameters so that the unit fails the inspection. The template has to be completed on every step. Otherwise, the system will not allow to post the document. One of the steps we intentionally set as fail, indicating that it requires repairs. Consequently, the inspection result should be marked as Need Repair. This will trigger the automatic generation of a repair card, and the unit will be assigned with a Need Repair status. Let's check the workflow report for that unit to verify that the unit is now in the repair process. Now, let's return to the inspection register document, post it, and use the Update Statuses and Results button to refresh the information. This will update the inspection's results and make them visible to the responsible person, who can then acknowledge the situation and proceed with further actions. Thus, we have demonstrated the most standard approach to the inspection module. Of course, we can't cover all the functionalities in such a short video, but you can contact us for more.
Good. So you've seen in the previous step how the inspection is completed in the thin client. Again, you can have different inspections. What you saw was a basic inspection. Important to point out that we have a quality control, which allows for a secondary inspection to go through. This is, again, an optional step, but once it's on for all of your equipment. What I'd like to show you now is how you would operate in the field once you've dispatched a ticket out to your technicians, and how they can use their mobile app to update the inspection cards.
Let's now take a closer look at how inspections work on a mobile device. First, we'll open the template for the portable light tower, which we'll use for this demonstration. According to the template settings, the inspection is triggered by the delivery ticket document. To initiate the process, we need to generate a delivery ticket for our unit based on the prepared rental agreement. For that purpose, click on Generate button and select Rental Ticket. The new ticket window will be opened. After entering the required information, let's post the document with a Post button and change the status of the document to Inspections. The inspection card will be automatically created and available in the Related Documents tab. Let's open the inspection card, assign an inspector, and set the status of the document to In Process. At this point, the document becomes locked and ready for synchronization with a mobile device. Now the inspector can then launch the RigER Yellow application on their mobile device and begin the synchronization process. When the data exchange is over, the inspection card will be visible on the main screen or accessible through the document list. The inspector taps on the card and starts entering the information. There are 4 tabs in the document: Main, Parameters, Crew, and Time. The main tab refers to the header of the document, and here, the rental unit and its number can be found. When the unit number is confirmed, the inspector opens the Parameters tab, where the checklist for the inspection is located. Going one step after another, the inspector sets whether the unit passes or not on each step. The check in the Y column indicates the step is successfully passed. After all the steps are finished, the timesheet for the inspector can be entered in the Crew tab. The Time tab is optional and refers to the job planning hours and can be used for scheduling jobs in the future. To finalize the inspection process on mobile, let's return to the Main tab and set the inspection result to Good and change the date and time if necessary. Once all changes are made, the status of the document must be changed to For Approval, and after that the editing of the document is no longer available. Now the document is ready to be sent to the database. Once the synchronization process took place, the manager can access the updated inspection card to review the results. As we can see, the results from the mobile device were transferred to the document in database. At this stage, any final adjustments can be made to the document, and the process is completed by changing the status to Done. Once the document is posted, the unit is deemed ready for use.
All right, very good. So that brings us to the end of our inspections workflow. I'd like to just cover a couple best practices and recommendations for y'all. So the dispatcher should manage and control the process, assign field technicians, and adjust any of the inspection cards if needed post inspection. It's important to follow the workflow steps. That's why you can refer to this webinar and see how to set up the templates, how to build the workflow, which documents to use, and whether or not you need to use the quality control inspection. The in-process status on the ticket is important. It basically submits that inspection card to the field technician. Until then, they won't see it on their mobile device. And when the technician receives the inspection card or any other document for that matter on their mobile app, they need to synchronize because the mobile app works in online offline mode. So whatever you've cached on your phone, you can access and adjust those documents. If in the meantime, while you were working or out of connectivity, your dispatcher forwarded you some more documents, you need to synchronize. Similarly, when you complete the documents, synchronize the mobile app so that the information flows back to the cloud and the people in the office can see it. And lastly, check your unit workflow history. This will tell you pertinent information and the steps and the dates, as you can see here, when a certain action took place. If you're looking from top to bottom, first we've got the unit number in our system. There's no status yet. Now we've got an initial balance in RigER that's created, and we proceed now to the rental ticket delivery. Then we return the equipment and create the inspection card directly afterwards. So all of these are interactive reports, so you can double click on this inspection card and it'll take you to the card where you can complete it and be on your way. So with that, that brings us to the end. Let's go ahead and take some questions from the audience.
Can you please clarify how basic inspection differ from the advanced one?
Yeah, basically the basic inspection is what you saw today in today's webinar. The advanced quality control inspection is optional, and it's just a second inspection that is assigned to a different technician. And this is typically reserved for like a higher priced, high cost equipment to ensure you're working to a higher standard of equipment care.
Okay, thank you. And the next one, can second level the quality control inspection skipped from some equipment?
No, so basically if you turn it on, it's going to be for all of that equipment. So you need to be careful when selecting these options.
One more question. Can I have separate inspection parameters for different type of equipment?
Yes, you absolutely can. We give you that flexibility. So, each equipment or equipment group, you can assign the different inspection templates with different list of parameters. So you could have light tower 5K and 10K follow different parameters, or you can just group them all as one. That all depends on the inspection template and how you set it up.
Also, we have our next webinars, upcoming webinars. The next one will be on 29th of August. The topic will be equipment services, work orders. And on 19th of September, we have offshore equipment inspections. So all the information you can find on our LinkedIn page, and also we will send you via email. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, and
Thank
see
you
you.
very much.